comes back. Now, we may not understand nor appreciate the fact that the Bible says of Jesus in Luke 19:10 that Jesus came to seek and to save those which were lost. His whole mission was about the lost. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. It was always about the lost. It's always about reaching the lost. Jesus continues on. He says, either what woman having 10 pieces of silver, if she lose one piece, doth not light a candle and sweep the house and seek diligently till she find it? And when she hath found it, she calleth her friends and her neighbors together, saying, rejoice with me, for I have found the piece which I had lost. Now, the first two of these parables, the lost sheep, the reason for the lost sheep have to have a shepherd. Sheep are prone to wandering away. If someone is not paying attention, sheep will endanger themselves, not intentionally, but because they are not totally aware of their circumstance, they will inevitably put themselves in harm's way. And when that happens, the shepherd, when he recognizes that one of his sheep is not present, one of his sheep is not accounted for, he, the shepherd, because he cares for the sheep, doesn't just say, oh well, we'll have some others. He is concerned for the one. He cares about the one. Though the one put himself in a bad place, though the one wandered off from the herd or the flock, he is concerned about the one, and he searches for the one, and you don't know what the shepherd would have to entail or dangers he may have to go through to find the one. Perhaps that sheep has fallen in a ravine and couldn't get out, and the shepherd had to get down in there. And once he finds that one, he is so excited about finding the one. He does not scold the sheep. He does not beat the sheep back home. He does not harshly drive the sheep, but he places that sheep on his shoulder with the smelly wool. He loves him enough. He's so glad to have him back that he puts the sheep on his shoulder, brings him all the way back home, and throws a celebration saying, rejoice with me because I found the one. Likewise, a woman that's in the house that has lost the coin, the precious coin, the precious coin. And when you understand the value, you don't have a lot. She only has a precious coin. And she's lost the one that she's had. And she knows it's in the house. She just doesn't know where. She knows she has it somewhere. It has fallen somewhere. She lights a candle and begins to get down on the floor, searching in the nooks and crannies of her residence until she runs across that coin. And when she finds it, it's just a coin. But when she finds it, it was her coin. But when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together, saying, rejoice with me. I have found the piece that I've lost. Both of those parables talk about the wandering, the loss, and the loss in the house, the wandering away. But then the third one that Jesus tells in this narrative, he says in verse number 11, he says, likewise in verse 10, he says, likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth. Again, he's re-emphasizing the point that God cares for, God is concerned about, God is looking for the lost. And then he tells the final parable. He says in verse number 11, a certain man had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. Father, give me that I am going to get when you die. Father, I don't want to wait around for you to pass. I want you to give me what I will receive now. And I'm tired of staying under your rule. And I'm tired of living by what you say. Father, give me that I deserve, and give it to me right now. Then the Bible says, and he divided unto both sons them. He gave both. He didn't just give it to the one that asked. He gave it to both of them. If I'm going to distribute my wealth, I'm going to give it to both of my sons. I am not going to give one over the other. And the elder son, by law, had the right to the greater portion of the inheritance by law. He would receive a greater portion of the inheritance because he was the firstborn. So the firstborn got all that he was going to receive, and the younger son got what he would have. So the Bible says, and not many days after the younger son gathered all that he had together, he had now liquidated his estate. His father had given him possibly lands, possibly herds, possibly servants. He's given him what he was going to give him. And this son, the younger, has liquidated his estate. And then he went into the journey, what we call into a far country. And while he was in the far country, Jesus said, he wasted his substance with riotous living. You know, and I want to make a point right here that waste, whenever you waste, want will always follow waste. Whenever you waste, want will always follow. You know, just a few days ago, the government of the United States sent out stimulus checks, extra money that people desperately needed, but everybody didn't need it. But when you got your money, did you waste your money? Did you go and put it into your curls? Did you go and buy some extra hair? Did you go and do some things that you really didn't have to do with it? Not you. Did you put some back for emergencies? Whenever you waste, want, W-A-N-T, will always follow. There he wasted his substance with riotous living. The Bible says, and when he had spent all, and when you are not managing your affairs appropriately, when you are not doing with what you have the way you should, you will go through your substance really fast. When you don't take care of your health like you should, when you don't get proper rest, when you eat in ways that you know are not good and conducive to your physical well-being, but you like it anyhow, and when you spend all of your health, when the resource of your health has dwindled down to where now it takes all the medicine, it takes everything to try to sustain your body, there arose a famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Whenever there is waste, want will always follow. God has blessed us with so many resources that we have. God has blessed us with so many things that we don't even account for blessings. If you have good health, you have been blessed. Amen. If you have a healthy family, you are blessed. If you have children that are able to be productive in this world, you are blessed. If you are in a position to assist somebody else and still take care of yourself, you are blessed. But you're only able to do that based on your ability to appreciate, understand, and manage well the resource. This young man wasted all that he had, and when he did, in a strange land, he began to be in want. He began to have need. The Bible says that he went then, because he had wasted his substance with riotous living. He had partied hard for a long time, had a lot of people